So I've been dying to say something. I think we're in the situation we're currently in because a lot of people refused to just see a lot of this shit at face value. We spent a lot of time justifying and entertaining the premise of a lot of ideas that should have been dead immediately. For example, DEI and affirmative action. I don't know if you guys have seen this story, but there was a pro-Trumper who had a offer for a government job. This was a white woman. And because of the recent pullback of DEI, she lost her opportunity. And that's because, contrary to popular belief, the primary beneficiaries of things like DEI and affirmative action, it's not people like me, it's actually white women. What we're seeing right now is them trying to remove civil rights protections. Civil rights protections that exist because this country used to only give protections to white men with money, essentially. People like Elon Musk, who go on the internet and talk about the low birth rates and things like that, who rub shoulders with white nationalists, they firmly buy into this idea that the only way that we could possibly curve the birth rate is by removing women's rights. That's why we're seeing such a push for abortion in this country, because a lot of people want for women to no longer be able to choose what they can do with their lives. In the military, we accept that women may function differently than men, but that doesn't mean that they aren't useful in war, and that there are a lot of situations where women are actually a lot better to use than men. We already debated that in this country, and that is why women are in the position that they're in, right? So we're wasting all of this time debating the issue when the core of it is really that they don't want for anyone who's not a white man to be in power. And what's frustrating to me about some of this is I think those of us who look like this, we know that, right? We know that a lot of people would like to return to a time when the only people who have power were white men with money. Make America great again, right? So their disdain of things like affirmative action and DEI is not that people who don't know what they're doing are getting into positions of power. It's that they quite literally don't believe that these people should have any power to begin with. And we see that on full display right now when you see who they're picking, and they're basically just picking unqualified white people who are loyal to Trump. Of course, yes, they're trying to destroy the country, but everyone who isn't a white man is very familiar with this idea that we're often told where we need to live up to certain things. And the only people that are under that pressure really are people who aren't white men.